Now, how would you guys describe yourself in your teenage years? I feel like I had a low-key bit of an emo phase going on. My hair, I had a bit of a side comb going on. Swept to the side. I listened to Evanescence on repeat. If I just put on a bit of makeup, I would have been there.
Evanescence?
Who is that?
Wake me up!
Wake me up inside.
You know what that has, because I work on construction sites.
I'm in that phase of my life.
No. That song for the past week has been playing literally 5 times a day.
Damn.
Funny enough.
Right.
And today I commented, I made a note of it because I work with my dad. I was like, this song has played like fucking 5 times today.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that was my theme song.
So I guess I am more of an emo than you at the moment. Were you a cutter?
No.
So you're not circumcised?
I was Nuts.
I listen to a lot of Suicide Boys and
Okay.
I like Suicide Boys.
Suicide
I
Boys,
listened to them when I
Booyah,
was
a lot of underground
15,
rap and
16,
just like
17.
suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 underground.
Yeah, and you're just there like fucking like
You're just like, I'm a fucking gangster.
one ear like in, it's hanging from the cord. You're just like fucking. I feel like once I started to get drunk, the more confident I got, and that gave me more social skills, which made me become more of an adult.
Yeah, that's fair. It probably also fucked your brain up a little bit.
Probably, yeah, sure.
But
what age was that?
Just under 17.
Yeah. I was 17.
Yeah.
I think I was 16. Oh, shit.
There you go.
It's a lot better than what?
Well, my first sip of alcohol, I was like 5.
You accidentally grab a orange vodka instead of an actual orange.
Instead of an orange.
What's this? That's a
I'm going to eat an orange.
That looks
What's
like-
in this can?
orange in a cup.
No. So there was an orange juice glass and an orange juice glass with vodka in it, and I grabbed the one with vodka.
Oh, how old is that?
I would have been about 7, 8.
I was on the train on the way here, and it hit me that we are entirely alone.
Whoa.
Even in the sense of you will never be the person you were in one moment again.
Absolutely.
So I was looking back because I was brainstorming topics for this episode. I was like thinking back in memories. I was like, this isn't me. Like, this isn't what I would do now, right?
We are forever changing, always going, never stopping.
That's it.
The fact that you can look back and think that is a clear sign that you have grown.
That is true.
And you should be proud of that.
Do you guys ever look back and feel like your dick's gotten bigger as you've gotten older?
I actually remember being in high school and looking at my dick, and I was like, yo, this shit's kind of popping now. Like, it's big. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was in the bathroom and I was like, oh, nice.
Hallelujah.
I don't think it's gotten bigger since.
If anything, has it shrunk because your body proportion size as you grew up
No, I
from
think
high
it's
school?
just maintained. It's stuck.
Yeah, but like relative sense.
But then that's not size. That's like saying if Dwayne The Rock Johnson had, a big dick, but then he's so big that by comparison it looks small. He's still got a big dick.
Yeah, no matter what. Do you reckon?
He's got that shit.
I reckon he's got a small cock.
I feel like most very muscular people do.
Steroids.
He's compensating.
Yeah.
He's on steroids.
Most very muscular people, I think, have smaller dicks.
Because they're on steroids.
Well, that's only your balls. That doesn't affect your
Little
actual
balls.
penis.
Really?
Yeah. Because steroids affect testosterone, which affects your balls, not your actual cock. Your cock is like biologically
Do you
part of
think
your body.
these-
You got your cock size from your dad. Just so you know. I just thought you might have wanted to know that.
No.
And if not, then
He's listening to this right
then
now.
from your mum's brothers.
Please, no. My mum didn't have brothers.
Well, then
No, you gotta get rid of this, Matt, please.
no,
Please.
I will not.
What?
You got your dick from your dad.
Shout out, Dad.
You got dick from your dad. Wait.
Whoa.
Okay.
Sorry, cut.
Nah,
No.
nah, this is crazy.
I don't know how much of this we can use, but
We gotta get into it. Let's get into
it's funny because, and then I wonder what else did I get from my dad.
Well,
Trauma.
I know that a lot of issues come down.
What?
Like ADHD, that would be from
Oh yeah, everything's biological.
one of them.
Do you ever wonder what would happen if you took Viagra? Would it just like, because it sends so much blood, like you'd probably be bigger than you've ever been in your life. Just like
It's
by
funny
a tiny
because-
By a very small percentage. But
bit. Yeah, by a tiny
But
bit.
there's you've obviously known times where you've been like, oh,
Yeah.
Viagra is
like
very
you
dangerous.
you could
though.
be like,
This is
Why
wild.
are we talking about this?
Yeah, I don't know.
such a male conversation.
Do you boys think you've grown much from your high school years?
I think
100%.
yeah, I think so as well. Absolutely. And I think even in these high school years, I was growing as well.
Well,
You've set this question up
you've just
in
fucked
terms.
it. You fucked it.
For this.
It's doomed.
But
This
yes,
whole
during my high
podcast is
school, I was
doomed.
growing. Penis and health.
Nice. You know, it's I've had an interesting relationship with my genitalia recently.
Whoa.
We just I feel like we're on the topic, right?
Yeah, go on.
Like I've recently thought, oh, I haven't told this story yet. Oh, fuck it, it's a good way to start it off. I recently was convinced I had bull cancer and was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
Like
told
you
you
were
boys the story. Yeah. I was
that you were
actually
going to
convinced. It was one time I'd been getting like bull pain for some reason, for like a week straight. And I was at work one day and I had to sit down in the bathroom because I was like, oh shit, like my balls are fucking hurting. And then I was like,
I'm too full.
and then I was doing a bit of exploration, right? I was like feeling around.
No,
And I
yeah, I remember you
noticed-
talking about this. Yeah.
And I noticed two very prominent lumps. I was like, oh. I didn't know those existed. And touching them hurt. And I was like,
got some
oh.
extra
Oh,
balls.
hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I had balls on my balls. That's who I know they
Like
were
nipples.
working.
You have extra nipples.
I've had the exact
you
same
have
thing.
extra little ball. There's a tiny little ball.
Yeah, I've had the exact same thing.
Extra balls.
Tiny little ball.
Balls on your balls. Yeah, and it is normal, I found
Yeah,
out. But
it is,
anyway,
I don't.
so I immediately, I was standing in my kitchen and I was connecting the dots. And I was like,
While holding
Like
your
ball to
balls?
ball. You were like,
Were you standing in
No,
the
no.
kitchen holding your balls?
no, I was leaning on my, because like it was afterwards and I was leaning on my kitchen bench. I was like just playing Spider-Man or something.
Leaning on your kitchen bench?
No, I was playing Spider-Man
playing
and I got
Spider-Man,
up to like
like-
make a coffee. It was like late, midnight. I was making coffee. I was like, oh, I'm going to die. I was like, this is one of the last chances that I'll get.
how long ago was this?
End of last year. I was like, oh, this is one of the last chances I'm going to get to just be playing Spider-Man, get up and make a coffee at midnight, because why not?
You accepted.
Because I realized I had bull cancer.
Did you accept that?
And then I sent myself into a spiral. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, shit. And it's very rare you can actually put yourself in the headspace of you're going to die. What are you going to do about it? And I was like, all right, if I have I was looking at what's the lifespan of like testicle cancer, all this. I was like, all right, I could have like 6 months, right? If it's causing pain now, I could have 6 months left to go. I spilt that again on my dick. And so I was like, all right, what am I going to do with this last 6 months? And I it was fucked. It doesn't take much, boys.
But you made the confident decision and you went to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, and a lot of men especially,
Yeah.
would not like to have a doctor grasp
Yeah.
their balls.
And I got to tell that story because I was stressed, and I told my girlfriend I booked in to see a doctor because I think I had bull cancer, and I was like, I've never had a man grab my balls.
yeah.
I don't think.
Did it feel good?
Oh, hang on. I don't think I've had a man touch my balls before.
You had to think about that one.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be, and I was trying to plan it in my head. I was like, what if I'm standing up? I was like, do I lay down when it happens, or if I'm standing up and he's like, oh, I'll feel. Do I just like pull him down?
Yeah.
Is he gonna like get on his knees to like?
Do you want to
fucking
be a bit hard to
feel
make
my
it
balls?
seem like you've got a bigger cock?
Yeah, because I mean, look, I'm a grower. I'm a grower, not a show boy. So if it's cold in the doctor's
Pause.
office,
Is that gay? to make it better for a man to see
Did you
you,
book?
Yeah.
You obviously booked for a male doctor as well, yeah?
to plan?
no, I just booked
no.
any. I was like, look, it'll be weird to get a female. I don't feel comfortable making a
I
female.
think it would
grab
be
my
very
balls.
weird. I think
Yeah.
it would be very weird if it was a female.
Yeah, I did. I booked for a male because I didn't
Okay.
want to make a woman touch my balls.
Well,
Because
yeah.
Okay,
it's all professional sense.
Yes,
sure.
yes. But is plotting and planning to get hard
No,
for
not
a
hard.
guy?
That's what you
Not
misunderstand.
hard.
Not hard.
I understand you, Jack. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you. I
Just-
get you.
But
Just enough. Not for him.
to appear.
Not for him. For me. For my own confidence.
Damn.
And so
That's
I
not
thought about
big
that.
dick
That's
energy.
some small dick energy, right?
What?
That's not big dick energy.
That is small.
But
dick.
you backed me up.
Big
in this.
I
dick
backed you up,
No.
sure, because
Yeah.
that's something I would do, but I haven't done that. So
No, I didn't do
that.
it. I didn't do
Oh,
it.
you didn't do it?
No, you boys haven't let me tell the story. You're damaging my image. No, so I walk in and that was on my mind, but I get there and it's cold. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This is funny. Let's just go for it. And I'm sitting there and he's like, I kind of felt bad for him because we sit down and he's like, all right, how can I help you? And I was like, oh, mate, you have no idea what I'm about to get you to do.
is that what you said?
No. I just in my head, I was like, you have no idea you're about to be touching my balls.
But to
And so
them,
I
it's
get
such a
down,
normal thing.
And I'm like, oh, I suppose. But every now and then I feel like they're chatting and like,
Was it your
"Oh,
GP?
I don't have a GP.
like,
but like-
they come home to their
Yeah.
wife and they're like, oi, guess what I
Yeah,
did
like,
today?"
oh, I had to touch another guy's balls. Like in the back of their mind, surely they're like, oh, I'm gonna have to touch this guy's balls.
Yeah. As soon as he says down low, he's like,
Yeah.
So like,
Well, no, I just came out and said it. I was like, look, I've got lumps on my balls. I think I get cancer. And he was like, what do they feel like? And I was like, oh, well, they hurt. And he's like, all right. How do you want me to check? And I was like, he was trying to get me to ask him to touch his balls. And I was like, how do you think you should check? And he's like, do you mind if I have a feel? And I was like, and I didn't want to be like, yeah, go on. I didn't want to be like, yes. I didn't want to be like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, please.
may I have a
yes.
may I have a fiddle?
And so I was just like, if you reckon you should. And so
No,
At
but
that
fucking
point, I
no,
was
but
still
it's good on
wondering-
you. Good on you for doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this is happening. So I was like, how? I did ask him. I was like, how?
What's the procedure?
I started saying how, and he was like, oh, just lay down on the bed. And I lay down. He feels around, and he's like, oh yeah, I feel him.
How's it here?
And it's like, they're a bit slippery, so I kind of had to kind of guide him and hold him.
God, it's a strange word to use. There's bits
Or you touch them and they move around. Let's be honest, they're floating in there.
sure.
So you like grabbed his hand, like, no, here. no, here.
You lock eyes and you're like,
Slower.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Did you guys make eye contact?
Oh, that would have been
No,
so
no,
bad.
no, we didn't. I think I was just looking at my cock the whole time. I was just like, and
Oh, isn't that what like watching it?
Don't get hard, don't get hard, don't get hard.
watching him fiddle with you.
Well, I guess like what happens in that situation? What happens if you do get hard? He's like, oh, it's not like that.
well, look, you just have to make a joke. Oh yeah, he's like, oh, hey, I didn't mean anything, but
He's like slaps you. He's like, get that out of here, man.
No.
no. So anyway, that was only the first stage. I'll leave it on a cliffhanger. I had to book a whole
Hang.
ultrasound
Yeah.
and everything afterwards, but
Well, they're gonna make sure.
yeah, that's right. Ultrasound was even worse, let me tell you that. But
Ooh.
we'll save that for part 2 of History of the Snags, I think. All right, so I reckon we want to delve into a bit of our pasts, and I think the best way to do that is we've prepared a selection of different subjects from our... Don't look in it, George.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just shuffling it.
So we've prepared some subjects of stories we went through as teenagers, and we don't know whose is what, so we're going to take turns picking one out and guess who
Yeah.
they belong to. George, do you want to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Teenage and possibly prior.
Oh, that's my one. Oh, okay. Passed out in the middle of class when doing a class activity with everyone in a circle. See, this is something you would do, Jack. You would do this, I feel.
Why do you
but
reckon?
I'm going to say Blake.
Why?
This is you.
So what's your reason why?
Because you were homeschooled.
I did go to school up until year 1. I did year 1.
Oh.
I did pre-primary, kindy, year 1.
But I feel like you have iron deficiency.
You feel what?
Well,
I reckon you are lacking.
Well, no,
iron.
Blake's always going on about like how he needs iron, and like when you get up,
I'm not always.
when you
going
get
on
up, you're
about-
always like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my eye.
Every time we're like, Blake, did you finish that edit? And you're like, oh, boys, you know I'm low on iron. Why are you
Why
bringing
the
this up?
fuck?
Boys,
I'm traumatized.
I didn't have my bowl of Milo today.
My
No iron.
Nutrigrain?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Blake.
It was me.
Oh.
So this was in towards the end of primary school, so it's not quite high school, not quite teenage.
Still an age you remember?
I
Still an age.
think it was year 6.
So why'd you
That-
pass
that's
out?
like 12. So me and my mate, we thought it would be a good idea to like, you know how you can like kind of cuts your blood from flowing.
Is that
so
when
then you
they
get like
push
a
you
red,
on the
you get a
wall?
red face purposely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from cutting the blood, is it?
You go like, and you're like, it's
That
like
cuts
it's,
the blood
it's like
flow?
tensing.
I
It's like
used to
it's
do
like
that. Is that why I
the
have
neck
brain damage?
part of taking a shit. So if you were to like,
You really tense, yeah.
and it'd just be like this thing, like, oh my god, look at me, I'm fucking. I thought it would be a good idea to do it like super intense, so I could get from 0 like blank face to red face really quickly. So I was like super intense, like doing it, and then next thing I know, I'm on the floor.
Everyone's huddled
And,
around. you.
yeah, you know, we're giggling, and then I'm on the floor, and then now everyone from the circle is kind of like moved in a little bit, and they're just like.
Oh, no.
But then the teacher is frontmost, being attentive because
Yeah.
she's the adult, obviously. She's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I, as soon as I came conscious, I got up and I just
Yeah.
stood. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
The pride takes over.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
It's
Yeah.
like when you hit yourself in public, you're like, no, it didn't. What?
That's so funny.
Didn't hurt.
I don't think we did it ever again.
Damn. Could you imagine the teacher's perspective?
the teacher, yeah.
You're like,
No, she was like really concerned.
she's like, oh, fuck. He's killed himself.
But
He's
like-
self-destructed.
But it's like class is doing an activity, and all of us, like, because like what the teacher's not paying attention to everyone. All of a sudden, I'm just like,
You know,
fall into the circle.
you know what I'm imagining? You're some kid with a mullet, right? Like, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this class. Self-destruct.
Like a creeper from Minecraft. It's like, no, fuck
like,
you.
no, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Damn, that was a good story.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good
fucked.
start.
That's
That's a
fucked.
good start to this
All
game.
right, I'll go next.
So it wasn't quite teenage, but
That's still good. Yeah.
The first time I searched for porn, I searched porn instead, as in PAWN. And whoever wrote that W wrote a fucking U. Unless you did search PAUN. All right, so who's the most likely to fuck up with a spelling mistake? I'm going to say George. I'm going to say.
Right.
And like if you're British,
British.
oh yeah, well, champagne. Like you could think it was pawn. So I'm gonna say, and I feel like out of all of us, you watched porn sooner, George.
Out of you
I
guys?
reckon
Why?
out of all of us, you were the first to watch.
How
porn.
come?
what gives you that vibe?
Well, look, I reckon the stash just gives me the vibe that
Damn.
you were into porn sooner. I feel like, George, you've talked about porn before, but I don't think you have, Blake. I don't think we've talked about porn before.
That's true. I agree. I don't
Alright.
think I've heard any of you boys talk about porn.
All right. Whose was it?
You were correct. It was me. It was a W. Yeah.
So like porn, like thrifting, like the exchanging of goods.
PAWN. And I searched on YouTube as well.
To watch like boobs.
yeah. So I had no idea what I was doing.
Why?
But how could you?
Why'd you search it? Wait, first of all, how old?
I think I was 12, 13.
And so why did you search it?
I think there was
Fuck, man
someone
was starting to get
else.
horny.
One of my
I was
mates
like
searched
12.
it up, and we were talking about porn, and I was like, "What is this?
Damn.
What is this thing?" It's like, yeah, basically like naked chicks and all this
Yeah,
and
oh.
that. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's funny because when I first started searching, it was like boobs, ass. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's like what I wanted to
Boobs.
see.
You're like, oh,
Not like-
big boobs. Chicken breasts, but women.
Yeah, so I was I had my iPad. I searched on YouTube.
iPad 2, damn.
Yeah, I was in bed and I searched PAWN on YouTube, and then the porn stars,
Yeah.
where they
American-
auction
That one
things
dude
off.
guy?
Yeah. I was watching that for about 15 minutes, waiting for naked chicks, and I'm like, when am I gonna see the
Like,
naked
this
women?
is a bald man, but I don't mind. This is working.
I guess this is it.
No, I didn't know how to tug at that point. Like, I was
You
just
just wanted to
watching
watch.
it. I just wanted to watch it.
Just have a look.
You just wanted to see big boobs.
Want
just
to
wanted to
see
watch it,
something
yeah.
new. Yeah.
I searched it up. I was watching porn stars for 15 minutes and I was waiting and nothing happened. Went to school the next day. I was like, dude, what was that? what was that all about? And then I don't think he even told me the correct way to spell it because I didn't tell him the way I spelt it. I was just like, I searched it up. Nothing came up. This and that. And then eventually when I found out how to spell it, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
All right, Blake, your turn. Pick out a ticket.
Damn.
Read it out.
Directly at me.
No, I'm just
Blake, tell me.
had no friends.
Damn.
Damn.
Fuck, man. That's makes me sad.
Damn.
I don't know. It could have been. It could. I mean, honestly, it could have been both of you.
Damn. There you go.
There's no way to answer that question.
Yeah, I don't. Like I don't know your childhood. I mean, going from prior knowledge, and I don't mean this towards your personality at all, but due to the fact that you were homeschooled, Jack, I would say this is you.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
It was me. And it's funny, I don't remember writing that down.
Damn.
I've wrote that down right after we had a shot. And I'm like, I'm kind of thinking now, what the fuck was I thinking? But all right, there's kind of a story there. And it's not a funny one, so I don't know why I put it in. But so the story goes, this was at 16, so I had gone to TAFE, and so that was the first time since year 1 that I'd been back to a schooling environment.
Yep.
Oh, really?
And
Year 1.
yeah, so I dropped out of school at year 1, and then we were homeschooled, but we weren't homeschooled. We were just at home. This was the thing. I feel like in a way, I grew out of my autism a bit because it's hard to explain, but at 16, I struggled so hard with everything, and I felt day to day that I was so autistic. To give you an example, I was so socially insecure that at in a week in that TAFE, this group invited me to sit with them at lunch. And I sat with them and we chatted, it was fine. And I went home that day and felt like I ruined their whole lunch by being there.
Damn.
Like, that's how bad it was. And then I don't think I went to the TAFE the next day because I was so distraught over that.
Wow.
Like, that's how socially fucked I was. And it's funny that in that group was the person I lost my virginity to. But anyway, so I gave off some sort of... So we were talking about the confidence being fucked.
Anyway, that's
but
just
somehow
good.
I must have given off decent energy.
Yeah,
then,
well, maybe
somehow.
you not showing up the next day, she's like, oh, I like him.
Yeah,
He's
bad boy.
mysterious.
Okay,
But,
well, maybe she was like, fuck, this guy's a genuine guy. Hasn't been affected by... No. Hasn't been affected in a bad way towards social situations.
No, maybe. So that's the story. It's not funny, so I don't know why I wrote that down. But that's the story. So
But it shows
that's
the
the growth. That's right. Yeah, that's so you can grow out of your autism. Stop liking trains.
But not grow out of your autism,
You like
but
trains?
grow out
No.
of
No.
look how many people you have in your life right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's just, and I suppose we'll save that for later, but it's like what happens to make you go from being so worried about what other people think that you're willing to be miserable for it to,
I don't give a fuck.
happy. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, give a fuck, but give a fuck and be happy.
that's very deep, and it got dark, but
It did,
it's
but-
got a very happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending.
Oh, Wow, wow, wow. Believed in no sex before marriage. Wow. Now, I feel like this is going to be Jack.
What?
Why?
Because I feel like Blake got a grasp on the world in quite a quick way and fast way. I feel like he would have known instantly, like, you can have sex whenever you want. Not whenever you want. I mean, like...
Going hunting.
I don't know.
Boys, I'm about to fuck.
I feel like that's something I can see Jack thinking, like... And then I feel like I can see when you realize
Jack
that you
fucking.
can have sex without marriage and you go, wait. Oh. So I'm going to say Jack.
So it is me, but let me clarify. It's not that I didn't think you could. It's that I thought you shouldn't.
Right. It's okay.
Yeah. But again, like, well, between the age of like 13 to 16, I was like, no, you shouldn't have sex before marriage because it shouldn't be about the sex. And now I truly believe that you have to fuck to know someone. Wait, in
Whoa.
a relationship. No. I truly believe, like, I know someone who waited until marriage before they fucked, and nowadays I couldn't disagree more because everyone is sexually different. So if you wait until marriage before you fuck, you might find that you're sexually incompatible, and then you're stuck married to someone that's not going to satisfy you. If you're sexually incompatible, you're not going to have good sex, and that's just how it is.
Sure. But I feel like no matter what, if you're attracted to that person and they make you feel some sort of way, it still can show that they're an important person.
Yeah, and you still have good sex, but over time you won't be satisfied and you'll want to do other things, but that they don't want to do, and that will lead to resentment and breakdown of relationship.
Are you talking about them not wanting to do certain things or them being bad at it?
Well, everyone can get better, like not wanting to do certain things or liking things different. Like, as the most obvious example, they like it soft and you like it rough, right? That's probably the most common one.
But how would you know until you do it after marriage?
No, that's why you should do it before marriage. That's what I mean. I believe now that you should fuck.
But if you do
marry.
it after marriage, how will they know how they like it? They go through that together.
Exactly, which is why you should be fucking before you marry.
Sure, I guess so, because you know what, yeah.
Yeah. But so the story here is that when I was growing up, I didn't actually know girls liked sex.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, so until I was like 16, until I met...
Is this because you watched porn?
No, I never watched porn. I only watched porn after I lost my virginity.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, whack. But
Reverse.
Which didn't set me up for a very good first sex time.
Well,
But
that being said, porn is so unrealistic.
that is
It
true.
is, but at
at
the
least you
time in
can
your
see
life-
people kind of like stroking and shit.
When
You
you're-
can
it's
kind of
like-
see
it's-
vaguely
you
what it's
get
supposed
like,
to be.
oh, I can.
Yeah.
do
You're like,
this.
oh, so you're supposed to do that movement, right? So like, I had none of that
Yeah.
going into it. But so yeah, I didn't realize
It wasn't
girls
it,
liked
oh.
sex. I suppose I must have been raised in a way where it was like that was a man thing, and it was like kind of bad for the man to want that. I don't know. It was like
Like
very
a sin in a way.
not in a religious sense, but just in a moral sense. Like, I had a very bad view on sex growing up.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Who's next?
It's you are.
All right. Ran a meme page, multiple actually. Now, I do know this one. I was supposed to put it back, like for
Okay.
George to get it, but I started reading it, and so it was too late. So, but I do know that to be Blake, that he used to run multiple meme accounts.
Damn.
Did you know that I had multiple?
No, I didn't know you had multiple. I know late night we called each other for some reason.
It was on Discord.
Yeah, we
We were
got to a
talking on
fat
Discord.
D&M about just our teenage years, and you tell me about your meme page, and you sent me the a link for it, and I open it. I'm scrolling through all these memes. I was like, "Fuck!" I never knew Blake was a meme kid.
So I've always been the media.
Are you still a meme kid?
Huh?
Are you still a meme kid?
What do you mean?
Like, do you still make the memes?
I don't make memes.
But do you still upload it to the channels?
No.
So yeah, so you used to run a meme page.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So me and my mate back in the day, we made one together, and it did all right. I think we got to like 1,500 followers, and then we just stopped. It was like back in the day, meme accounts were like popping up out of nowhere, and then you see a funny meme, and then you save it, upload it yourself, put your hashtags on, do whatever you want. But and I guess if you stick with it, if we stuck with it, I mean, we could have made fucking bang, right? You see all these fucking like Instagram meme page making
they're
like
terrible now.
with the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's
now.
fucked. But
I mean, it's smart because think about it. The most people on the meme pages are like lonely people.
But then you look at the comments and it's like, bro, where's the memes at?
Yeah. But then those are the guys that are like, where are the memes? They're like trying to justify it.
that meme page we kind of gave up on. And then I kind of made my own one. At first, I think it was a private account just for my mates to follow. Like, I think I made it public pretty quickly, and then people started following me that knew me. Be regularly uploading memes that are other people's, and then I would start making my own. I only made that account to make my own every now and then. So I'd, make a little cursed, you know what a cursed image is?
Yeah, of course. With the laser beams.
I wanted to make things when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I wanted to do in the future, but I knew that I like creating. So I would make memes and just chuck them up. And a couple I think I had one where it's one called like Ninja is Gay. And it was, he slips up in his word. He says, I like dudes. And it cuts to, it's not Ninja, but it's a clip of, he's naked. There's some naked dude, but his butt is facing the camera, so you can't actually. He's twerking, and it looks like Ninja, and it got like 15,000 views.
Damn.
22,000 on Instagram.
There you go.
And you know what's crazy is that we were talking about it, and the end of this meme page coincided with a certain significant moment in your life, didn't it? Of getting your dick wet.
I think so.
So as soon as you got laid, you stopped making memes. What's that say about all the memers out there, huh?
Damn.
Virgins.
Get some bitches, dude. All right, pull out another thing from
Pull
the hat.
out.
Do we want another drink?
I would love another drink. In brackets, I'm an alcoholic. I once auditioned for a talent show. George.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Why me?
You gotta ask why before you say you're correct.
You thought you were going to make it in the spotlight because you were in an ad when you were a kid.
As a kid, I was always into acting. Always like theatre, productions, ads. Yeah, I did a lot of theatrical stuff. Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Doing theatre is very different to doing theatrical things.
Well, theatre.
So you did do theatre?
I did do theatre.
Okay,
Yeah.
why did you-
Theatrical is theatre. That's theatre. It's another word for theatre.
Theatrical is like a dramatization of what you've done. Doing theatre is an industry. Doing theatrical things is a way you present yourself.
So if I say if I'm a theatrical actor, what would you think?
You're like Jim Carrey. You're very theatrical.
I would say that they do theatre.
Anyway,
We're off topic. Do you have any guesses of what I auditioned for?
Macbeth.
For a TV
talent show.
Oh, fuck. TV show.
Oh, a talent show. I auditioned for Australia's Got Talent.
Did you?
And I sang.
You sang? You sang? How old?
I would have been about 11, 12.
You sang?
Fuck
Yep.
yeah, dude.
Did you used to want to
Let's
be a
go.
singer?
Cheers to
Any
that.
guesses of what I sang?
Adele.
Nope.
I reckon it was like Pharrell Williams.
Close.
Kanye.
Bruno Mars. I'll
Yeah.
catch a grenade for you.
Can you give us a rendition? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I reckon you have to.
Oh, easy come, easy go.
You know all the lyrics, don't you?
Nah, I don't.
Bullshit. Fuck
I've
you.
forgotten them. Trust me, I have. I have.
Shit. But no,
I have.
that has to be ingrained in your
So you were
brain.
planning on being a singer?
Yeah.
Could you like hit all the notes?
So what would happen was, so in our primary school we had our primary school name has Got Talent, So it would be like an assembly,
George
but
got-
all
George
the
has got no
kids,
talent.
all the kids in the assembly area would watch kids perform on stage, and me and my friend, we sang Grenade,
Damn.
and I was like,
Fuck, I'm
I
hitting
can make it.
Do you still have the video?
No, so I never actually got through.
Oh, did you? Was it a
God.
video though, or was it on stage?
It wasn't on stage. It wasn't videoed at all. What basically happened was my mum and I, we went to Perth Convention Centre, and you get a ticket, you wait like half a day.
Whoa.
Got the call, and I was like, okay. Go inside this room, and there's this one dude sitting there with a camera next to him, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, okay, your name is George, and you've selected Grenade. Plays the song, and I stand there and I sing Grenade for 2 minutes in front of this guy.
With camera rolling.
Yep, camera rolling. And then he said, okay, George, yep, we'll let you know if you get through. Have a good day. I was like, all right, sweet. And I was like, yes.
Oh, you're feeling
And
good.
I never heard back from them ever again.
Damn.
Not once. Didn't even get a call. And I remember every single day, every week, I'll be like, Mum, did you get a call?
Did you
get a
feel
call?"
like you smashed it?
Yeah, I did. I genuinely did.
Did you? Do you now looking
Probably
back,
not.
Do you think you did?
Probably not.
Damn.
Is this a lost passion that you want to revisit?
No.
Or is it a lost flame that just needs a little dust of a spark?
Would you catch a grenade for Sizzle?
I would
Would you jump in front of a blade for Sizzle?
jump in front of a train, actually.
See, he does know the fucking lyrics. I know it. I knew it.
All right, Blake, you got to finish it off.
I love finishing off. Would comment, not all men, on Facebook posts.
Wait, what?
Without that comment, I already knew who this was. But I'll repeat it
Okay.
for the listeners in the back. Would comment, not all men, on Facebook posts.
Yeah, you hell fucked that one,
Okay.
George.
Okay.
Nice poker face there, George.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, I mean, before reading it out, I thought it might have been Jack.
Yeah, well,
Care to explain?
so going back to the very insecure, slightly emo phase that I was in, I was very much felt like I had to prove that like I was a good man. So scrolling through Facebook, you'd get those all men want is whatever posts. I'd be like, not all men, and I'd comment those at like 15, 14 on Facebook. So
Like
I'd be
those
one.
black and white, like, ISIS stop. But it's like, not all men.
No, like, but the post where women will be like, all men just want a woman that cooks and cleans and fucks good, and then just like one of those boomer memes like that, and I'd be like, not all men, and
Do you feel differently now?
oh yeah, I just want a woman that fucks and cooks and cleans. No, but it's like, to any guy out there that if anyone listening does the same thing, if you comment not all men on those posts are about you. You're
Damn.
exactly the kind of person that they're talking about.
Is that something that you,
So you
now have
do
told?
want it?
Because in the moment I was so arrogant that I couldn't see my own like stuck-upness about the whole thing, right?
Stuck upness.
I was getting defensive about it.
That's a word. Fuck. If it was nowadays, would you do the hold the comment, reply with post? And then you know how like on TikTok you can reply to a comment with a video?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, look at me. Not all men.
I don't know. I'd be like, do I look like someone that would abuse women?
Yes.
Damn.
By doing that,
Oh, right.
to prove a point.
Okay. Yeah.
But what if we didn't have to abuse women?
Is that the last of it? What if we...
Sorry.
I'll drink to that.
That was insane. If only we didn't
I've
have
never
to.
done a what if. You know that?
That's true. Finish this game off first.
Okay, so I kind of already know this story, but I knew who this is because of the grammar of the writing.
Read it out.
That's the second time.
The bad haircut popular kids dissed.
What?
Well, okay, so let me explain.
Yeah.
So I started with the bad haircut, and Jack and I just had an argument about
Oh,
having
so
a
you
title,
fixed it.
I see
as the thing. So I was like, oh shit, well I've just done it again. So how can I fix this?
It kind of
No,
makes
works.
sense.
This sort of works.
Yeah, that works.
But it's like at first you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
the bad haircut, the popular kids just.
that the popular kids dissed.
All right, tell us about your hair.
Yeah, so in high school, I would say I was very socially anxious. I say I wouldn't fit into the
Same.
popular group, and to me, going from a primary school where I was one of the most popular kids, I'd say,
Damn.
to a high school where I didn't know anyone was quite daunting to me.
Had the big
And
boots
I
on.
wanted to be in that popular group. I wanted to have attention, I guess, in some sort.
Nice.
And for that reason, I kind of did forget about the people around me who actually were my mates, which are, I'm grateful now that they are my mates to this day.
That's good.
I didn't make any issues or anything about it, but I would just always think about that group instead of my own group. Anywho, I get a haircut. I get a haircut from my mum. So my mum is she was a
Your mum's a buke?
Jack, you can't stop laughing because I won't get it done. So my mum used to be a massage therapist, right?
Clip that.
And
that.
she would have clients. She would have clients coming through the house. Why is this funny?
I don't know, the way you set this up.
Those pauses.
No, so she would have clients coming through the house.
Oh, they were coming.
Constantly.
They were coming through that.
Constantly.
Oh, they were.
Making it worse.
They were coming.
Nah, so my mum was a massage therapist. And, you know, she used to fix people's backs and all that. Anyways, there was this old lady that she was a hairdresser, apparently. And in return of mum giving her a free massage, she would do my mum's hair
What the fuck?
and my hair. And at the time, I wanted a quiff. You know, at the time, a quiff. You know,
Like a PewDiePie?
yeah.
Oh,
Quiffs
yeah.
over you. You
Back
know,
in
it's
the
yeah.
trendy one at
Yeah.
the time.
And I asked for short back and sides,
Nice.
quiff on the top. I got a double crown. So I got a crown here. So she cut the back of my head and then the middle of my head. So my crown was now here. And the next week, with this new haircut, I sat with the popular kids. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm one with the popular
Yeah, look
kids.
at this. Two of them.
And one of the kids,
Look at this.
You only got one, mate.
well, one of the kids spotted it. He's like, oh, what's wrong with your hair, man? And I was like, oh, you know, like, got a haircut from like, and then I started explaining it, and they're like, what the fuck? And I was like, I do not belong here.
Damn.
And after that, I never looked back.
Have you seen those people since?
Yes, actually, we yes, at events, filming, or even like at a festival when I'm attending with my mates or my missus, they will approach me and say, hello, how are you?
Damn.
And it's like, oh, how you going? Or like they'll wave, and then I'm like, oh, that's that person.
Wait, who are you?
No, I don't go like that, but like it takes me a while to go, oh wait,
You should
'cause-
comment on their hair. Be like, oh,
Double
what the
crown?
fuck's going on there?
yeah, I guess things have changed, and it's the mindset from that experience. I kind of was like more appreciative of the people that I was mates with
Yeah,
that
damn.
didn't make fun of that, and I just from that point didn't give a fuck and just took life easier. And from that
Did
experience,
that hurt you?
it did hurt me, yeah. But from that, I grew, and I just didn't give a fuck at all.
And he stopped singing.
I stopped singing before high school.
Wow. Well, we all go through things, and they
We all
take
do.
us from point A to point B. Hey.
Yep.
But
That's
what
it.
I want to know is what point C is.
Find
Stay
out.
tuned for the next 10 years to find out where we go from it.
Yeah, just stick around for the next 10 years and you'll find
Come
out.
on, guys. Come on. Stick around. No, I feel like everyone that was popular in school is now very lonely now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So really, to all those shy, awkward kids, now's your chance.
You're thriving.
Grow out of the autism. Stop liking trains.
The high school group that I had, there was so many of us, like 14 of us, that we'd all sit in a group and we'd just fuck around because we're all fucking retarded and autistic, probably.
Yep.
ADHD, most of us, I would assume. So whenever we're together, it's trouble. So we'd just be fucking around, like doing whatever the fuck we want, throwing food at each other. But we were known, also I'm told, to be that group. We're like, oh, it's those guys, you know? It's like we didn't care for anyone outside of our own little circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then seeing other high school groups go past high school, our group is together still in its in exact same numbers. If not, it's grown, and every other group has diminished.
I agree. Yeah, that's the exact same
From
as
maybe,
mine.
let's say, rough average of 7 people per group to about 2.
Yeah, because especially a lot of the popular groups, they have all banished because of how much drama there is.
Well, it's more so the fact that they're riding off a high from high school. Being like, yeah, I was just fucking shit in high school.
Imagine
And then
peaking in high school.
You were this popular. Anything above will be good. Anything below is shit. But you might have come from a lower perspective. It's like, for example, I make $10 an hour. If I make $100 an hour a year later, I'm on top of the fucking world. And then a year later, so that's 2 years after the $10, I make $50 an hour. Oh no, I'm making half the amount of money that I did last year, but you're still 5 times as much as the 10. It's that perspective. It's like they can't get to that higher point, but they don't realize that it's better than what they had.
Yeah. Hey, the moral of the story is where you've been doesn't have to dictate where you are. You can be an emo kid and listen to Evanescence and then be cool and listen to...
Lil Xan.
Then you can grow up and listen to fucking Queen. I don't know.
God save the Queen.
He didn't.
That comes
She's
dead.
burning right now. She's deep down burning.
Poor Elizabeth.
Poor Elizabeth. Oh, she had it so rough. Oh.
On that note, how fucked would it be to just gain consciousness as a child and be like, you know what? I'm in the royal family.
Be like, oh, I own everyone.
But like, I feel like the only thing I'd wish, I mean, I only say that because I'm not in the royal family, but being in that scenario, I'd be like, this is the last thing I want. To be spotlighted by the media 100% of the time
But
that I'm
if
out
that's
in
all they
public,
know, that's you.
then they're going to grow up and be a
That's
cunt
you.
anyway, so it
But
doesn't matter.
if that's all they know, they're raised to be like that, they've been raised to be in the spotlight.
I feel like though if I grew up in the royal family, I would have been like, oh, they never made Spider-Man 4. Make it, send them the money, fund it. I had that money.
They
Make Spider-Man 4
They
for me,
were
Mum.
going to make it.
Yeah, I will cry.
Tobey
Send
Maguire.
them the extra money.
Tobey Maguire
Anyway, can we
fucked it.
rewind? Where were
Yeah,
we?
sorry. Let's wrap it up.
Look, moral of the story is you can go from sitting at a lunch table and then afterwards thinking you've ruined the entire lunch for everyone to then being the reason that lunch became enjoyable to people. So,
Yeah.
The moral of the story is don't get a haircut from your mum's client.
especially if the haircut is free.
Exactly. Do not get a free haircut because a free haircut.
No. That moral is don't get a haircut to impress someone. Get a haircut for you.
Damn. I like that. I like that.
Fucking oath.
That's
Your
good.
turn, Blake.
That's why I cut my own hair.
Damn.
I've only had one professional haircut.
Your whole life.
Yep. It's been my step grandma. Or I guess my mum. My mum when I was
whole
younger.
life.
My mum when I was younger. My step grandma. Anyway. Moral of the story is, no matter what others think, follow your passions. Do that meme page that you want to do, and then maybe you end up in the same industry, media, and that's exactly what you want to do, and then you run a podcast because of it.
And then if you're making a meme page, try fucking, and then see if you still
And still, yeah, see if you still want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
get some pussy, and then be like, do I still want to do this?
Or should I have stuck to the meme page? Then I wouldn't never have got hurt.
I feel like if you're stuck on any decision as a man, fuck.
And
after
then
the
come
post-nut-
back to it.
Yeah, after the post-nut clarity hits, then
That's
come back to
that's
it.
a fucking good one.
Yeah, and then look at it and then see how you feel about it after with any decision.
All right, for all the single boys out there, if you ever really want a chick, just beat it real quick and then think about it again.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it on that. It's 2:40 a.m.
Have you ever had post-nut clarity with someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, should
Oh.
we?
All right, stay tuned for the next episode if you want to hear the post-nut clarity stories.
2:40 a.m.
Yeah, and if you want to hear about how I got a scan on my ballsack. You boys want to hear that, yeah?
Is there images?
I can draw them.